how much quantity of this material should be given to which customer. You can see this. Okay, so see, my sales organization is 1710. Material number is ATP-PAL. For this particular customer, okay, so I have allocated this same material to two different customers. So for this customer, I told the system that in the month of March, this customer will get 20 quantity. In the month of April, the same customer will get 15. In the month of May, it will get 40. June also 40. Similarly, for the other customer, 20, 25, 20, 50. Okay, and whatever is remaining, how much quantity is remaining? Let's say every month I am manufacturing 100 quantity. So 60 quantity, again I can divide to the common collective assignment. I can do the collective assignment, which means I can tell the system, okay, this material can be used by any other customer. Although I not maintain this, but I can easily go to edit mode and I can maintain this information. Okay, so I can tell the system that, okay, 20 quantity to this customer, 20 to this, and remaining 60, any customer who is requesting for this particular material in this particular sales organization. Again, here also I can do the same thing. So remaining 60 will go to all the other customers. Here also 20 plus 40, remaining is 40. And here would be remaining is only 10. Okay, just assuming that we are only manufacturing 100 quantity in a month. Right, so I can change this. Just save this. Now the question is, I am able to give this allocation at what level? I am able to give this allocation at sales organization, material number, and bill to party. Now, if you want to add a further criteria here, if you want to add a further field here, okay, that is something called as characteristics. Okay, so if you go back, I'm going one step back now. So this is where I can tell the system which characteristics I want. Yes, Akshay.
So we have seen that against the two customer you have allocated 30 quantity or whatever quantity out of 100. Now 60 is remaining. Okay. 2020 now 60 is remaining. So for the rest of the customers you have mentioned hash. Okay. So if I do not maintain those, so does it automatically gets allocated to the remaining, or how it is? Means I have to maintain hash that entry, or I do not need to maintain that.
No, this is by default, Akshay. What happens is whenever you are maintaining the criteria, system will automatically create this first 2-3 lines.
Okay.
If you are you talking about you don't maintain the quantity?
If it's n number of quantity, and I'm not, I only want some two customers to be prioritized. They should not, any time they should not get into back order. So I'm assuring that these two are getting quantity and remaining are like normal procedure.
Okay. Let's assume you don't know how much you are going to manufacture, but whatever you will be manufacturing, you need at least this 2020 to be allocated to this customers, right? And remaining quantity you want to keep it open. So when it is 0, nothing is maintained here. System will automatically assume that all the other quantities are available for all the other customers. Okay, and also this constraint status is an important field. In this constraint status, you can tell whether this is a minimum quantity that you are allocating or the maximum quantity. So you can see this is restricted availability. Restricted availability means I cannot go beyond 20 units for this customer. Even if the quantity is sufficiently available, I am restricting this particular customer that only 20 quantity can be given.
Correct.
Right? While I am telling this, okay, this is fine. So a minimum of 20, but it can go up to any limit. Whatever customer is asking, if the material is available, the customer will get that much material. So minimum is 20, maximum can be anything.
Okay. Okay, got it.
Vikram, here the characteristics you are mentioning, like now we have restricted to customer. We can also do it for customer groups also is possible, right?
Exactly. That is explained now in the next one.
Okay.
This is where I'm showing the characteristics, how it can be created. Okay, let's go through this.
Provide the planning values. Okay, so again, if I show you ATP underscore PAL, here you will be able to see I told the system that I want to provide the planned values with the combination of these three characteristics. So sales organization, material number, and bill to party. If I want to add any other characteristics, I can easily do that. But not now because already I have the plan data, so it should not be touched. Okay, so what I'll do is, just to show you how exactly it will work, I will create a new planning object. So the first step, whenever you want to do this product allocation, is you have to create a new planning object and you have to tell the system in your planning object what are the different characteristics that you want to see, at what level you want to do the quantity planning. Okay, so how your quantity would be measured? Let's say for this particular material, it would be each. Okay, so this is nothing but unit of measurement. You just need to give some allocation object name and description. So let's say this is AATP underscore PAL2. Okay, I'm giving the same description also. Okay, quantity, collective. So if you remember, 20 we are given to customer 1, 20 we are given to the customer 2, and we were left with 60 quantity. So that 60 quantity we are giving it collectively to the other customers. So system is asking you whether you want to maintain the collection figures or not. Okay, so there are three options. You don't want to maintain the collective allocations, you want to maintain the collective allocations manually, or you want to maintain the collective allocations managed by the system. I'll tell you what is the difference. As of now, let's select this collective allocation.
So Akshay, coming to your question, you said those lines which are created with hash hash, those are created because we are using collective allocations managed by the system. If we go with no collective allocations, then system will be able to show you only two lines for two customers. It will not show you anything for all the customers. Hash values will not appear. Second option is you can manage it manually. So if you want, you can enter. If you don't want, it will be blank. So these are the three options available from here. In our case, because we use collect managed by the system is creating those three lines automatically.
Okay, got it.
Allocations managed by the system. This is period type. So you want to do the monthly plan or a weekly plan, or at what level you want to do the planning. So let's say we are doing the monthly plan, or let's take the daily plan. Okay, so every day I am manufacturing 100 quantity, and every day customers are asking me for this particular material. I will decide every day which customer will get how much quantity. Okay, so I can do day wise or I can do week wise as per your requirement. Let me go with week. Okay, time zone, system will automatically take by default whatever zone you are in, but if you want to change, you can change it. And the check date. Okay, so normally this availability check is performed at the requested delivery date. Okay, so when are you going to deliver this material to the customer? But there are some other dates also. If you want to select goods issue date, if you want to do the material availability date, so the check will be performed according to that particular date. Okay, according to me, I think most of the customers are using requested delivery date, and that is by default. Okay, and now you can add the characteristics here, whatever characteristics you want to add. So this is a list of characteristics which are available. So if you open the sales document, within the sales document, you have business partner. Within the business partner, again, you can see there are different groupings. So for example, if I want to go for sold to party, you can see sold to party group. Within sold to party, we have country, we have customer number, and we can have region. So I want to make it based on the customer number. This is my first selection criteria. Second characteristic.
Rajesh, your question, you can see customer group field is available.
Yeah.
So based on your requirement, you will be selecting the fields which you want.
Okay.
That I want to add is I want to add the distribution channel. And the third one that I want to add is material. So for material, I need to go to, let's see. Let's close business partner, sales document item. So within the item, I want to go with the material number. So I think that is enough. I want to do this at distribution channel level. Okay, only distribution channel may not look good. We also need a sales organization. So for a sales organization, again, I will go with sales organization, and this I'll select as sales organization. Okay. So now you can see distribution channel, material number, and sales organization. These are the three characteristics which are added. I think I selected customer also, but that is not added. So let's add it. So for customer, I need to go to business partner. Within business partner, I need to go to sold to party and customer number. Click on OK. Okay, you can see now there are 4 characteristics based on which I want to provide the planned values. So if I just save it. Okay, now system will allow me to enter the planned quantity for ATP PAL2. Okay, so what I'll do is, in order to maintain the planned quantity, I will go here. Okay, click on go. It will show you all the planning objects. This is what we just now created. And what you need to do is, as of now, you can see there is no planned data. So click on edit and system will ask you to enter the planned data. Okay, let's click on add. Okay, you can see 4 characteristics, that is distribution channel, material number, sales organization, and sold to party. And I can provide how much quantity I want to provide to the particular customer. Okay, this is how you can maintain the planned quantity. This is how you can maintain the product allocation. Okay, now what will happen when you create a sales order? Okay, so once you told the system that this is my allocation of this particular product to this particular customer, whenever you create a sales order, let's try to create a sales order. So if I go for VA01, okay, this is my order order type, sales organization 1710. This is distribution channel and division. Okay, sold to party, I need to keep it same, what I provided in the allocation object. So let me show you what are my values in the allocation object. Okay, so my values in this allocation object is for this customer in April. Let's take in April. In April, it is only allocated 15 quantity. Okay, so what I will do is, let me first tell you one thing. Don't worry about this. Just I wanted to show you one scenario. That is the reason I'm changing here something, and then I'll tell you what exactly I have done. Okay, I'll explain you what exactly I have done here. Backward consumption and forward consumption is 0, 0. So now let's try to create a sales order for this particular customer, some customer reference date. Okay, I'm just maintaining the mandatory fields here. Okay, so we know that in the month of April, first of all, what we need to do is we need to change the planned delivery date. Okay, let's first enter it here. Customer is asking for 20 quantity. Okay, although in April, this customer is allocated with 15 quantity. Okay, and I need to enter the other details like amount and plant. Just give me a minute. Yeah, so this is my plant and this is the amount. Okay, let's press enter. Let's double click and change the delivery date. Okay, I want to change this delivery date to, let's say,